The oil and gas industry is about 200 years old. But have you ever stopped to wonder how the modern oil and gas industry leverages technology? Well, we have Mr. Wissam Adany, CIO of ADES Holding, to tell us all about it. So, Mr. Wissam, to start off, can you tell us a little more about ADES Holding?
Sure. Thank you for the intro. It's a pleasure being here with you actually today. So just to tell you more about ADES. ADES has started in 1997 as 100% Egyptian company with only two onshore rigs in Egypt. At that time, the company was very small, but it had like a big vision to be the oil and gas industry leading drilling and production partner by serving our clients using underutilized assets, inspiring our people and rewarding our shareholders. In 2016, we had our first IPO and almost 50% of the shares were traded in London stock market. Then we had a major milestone in 2021, where PIF, the Saudi Public Investment Fund, and other partners acquired this 50% of the company and moved the headquarters to Saudi to be next to our major customer, Saudi Aramco. Today, we are the largest jackup rigs company in the world, owning a fleet of 80 plus rigs and exist in 8 countries around the world, with plans even to expand more in the coming days. We have started first in Egypt, then we expanded in North Africa. So we have been currently working in Algeria, Tunisia. So it's Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, Saudi Arabia, which is the main operation and the largest operation that we have, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE, and finally the latest or the newest rigs or the newest implementation that we are having right now, it's in India. So we are having new 3 rigs will starting coming month in India.
Robotics and automation. How far have they penetrated into the oil and gas industry, especially in the MENA region?
Robotics technology has been utilized for a range of applications actually, such as drilling, inspection, and maintenance of oil and gas in order to enhance operational efficiency and reduce cost. For instance, some of the key areas where robotics and automation have been integrated includes drilling operations, for example. So robotic drilling systems have been developed to automate the drilling process, which can improve accuracy and reduce drilling time. In the refining and distribution, automation systems have been implemented in refineries and distribution facilities to improve efficiency and reduce cost. For instance, automated tank gauging systems can provide real-time information on tank levels, temperature, pressure, and all this information. So overall, the oil and gas industry in the MENA region has shown growing interest in robotics and automation technologies. And there is expected, this is how I see it, to be continued investment and the adoption in the coming years.
How does the staff at oil rigs stay updated? And what entertainment options do they have to keep themselves motivated?
You will be surprised about what's already included in the rig. For rig, it looks like a small town that's floating on top of the ocean. Yeah. However, in terms of the entertainment, staff on the rigs already have like access to a range of amenities and activities depending on the size and the location of the rigs. For example, we have like fitness facilities on top of the rigs, also internet access. All the rigs already having internet access so that staff can stay in touch with their families, friends, and even access entertainment and news, having video calls with their relatives. All these things are already available on our rigs.
What is Rig Eye and how does it support your business?
Our employees are our main asset, and their safety is our ultimate goal in ADES. This is our main strategy when we are building any new solution in ADES. That's why we invented our new solution, which was called Rig Eye. It's a true example of this strategy, as we are using a cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning to detect any unsafe acts or behavior on top of the rig. So Rig Eye Systems analyzes the video streams captured from all video devices such as CCTV, helmet cameras, or even mobile phones, using industrial designed artificial intelligence algorithm. It can also trigger a sound alarm in severe cases that requires immediate action. So for example, if someone, a technician is standing in a red zone area, which is a critical area, then the cameras will detect automatically using the artificial intelligence and just ring a bell that there is critical things that we need to stop the rig to keep this technician safe. So we have like regular safety and daily operation meetings, as safety is our top priority on top of the rigs, and mainly in the oil and gas industry. And regular safety meetings are held to update staff on safety procedures, potential hazards, and other important things. We also provide training and certification programs. So we keep always our staff up to date with regular training and certification program to keep their skills and knowledge up to date. When we designed this Rig Eye, we considered three main aspects. Number one, it has to be secured, which means it keeps all the data protected against all kinds of cybersecurity and attacks. In simple words, what happened on the rig stays on the rig, as well as all the data are being analyzed locally on the rig servers itself. Second, low initial investment. So we are just relying and using all the assets that already exist on top of the rig, like surveillance CCTV, network infrastructure, and Wi-Fi system. So we don't install or require any investment in the infrastructure. And finally, it's real time. So all the streams are being analyzed in real time to provide immediate alerts to any unsafe acts. This is how Rig Eye is working. We have presented this solution in different shows, and we had actually a couple of like awards from different events for the best usage of artificial intelligence for industrial implementations. So we have like a couple of awards for this solution actually.
How do you leverage data or data science to monitor and ensure safety on the rig?
Actually, data and data science can play a crucial role in monitoring unsafe activities during onshore and offshore drilling activities, like for example Rig Eye, the one that I just described to you. Also, in addition to that, we do have like sensor data, so where sensors are installed on drilling equipment and other critical infrastructure that can provide real-time data on various parameters such as temperature, pressure, flow rate. Analyzing this data can help identifying abnormal behavior, which can be an early warning, a sign for any unsafe activities or potential disaster. Also, predictive analytics. So by using historical data on drilling operation and other factors, predictive analytics can be used to forecast potential risks and hazards. For example, machine learning algorithm can be trained to identify pattern in drilling data, indicate higher likelihood equipment failure, for example, and other issues. Finally, the social media and news monitoring. So we keep monitoring the social media and news using different tools to track the public sentiment and identity potential, to identify potential issues and concern related to drilling activities. You know that you might be having like certain feedbacks for people from the public about certain drilling activities or against the industry itself. So you need always to keep to stay updated.
What are oil and gas companies doing to be environmentally and socially responsible?
Actually, it's a very important question, especially when it comes to the environment and oil and gas industry. So people believe that they are contradicting, or yeah, exactly. So this is the importance of the question. And frankly speaking, this is not true. So generally, oil and gas companies are doing many actions to be socially and environmentally responsible. For example, investing in renewable energy. You will be surprised that many oil and gas companies are investing in renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power. as part of effort to diversify their energy portfolios and reduce their carbon footprints. Also, reducing emissions. Oil and gas companies also are taking steps to reduce their greenhouse gas emission, such as improving operational efficiency, investing in carbon capture and storage technologies, and using cleaner fuels, for example. In addition, protecting the environment. So they are trying to implement measures to protect the environment, such as minimizing the impact of drilling and extraction activities, using the best practice for wastewater treatment and disposal, and undertaking habitat restoration efforts. So overall, oil and gas companies are taking steps to be more socially and environmentally responsible, recognizing the need to balance their business objectives with the broader social and environmental goals of society. So I believe that more work remains to be done. These efforts still are positive steps forward in ensuring more sustainable energy sector. And these days, actually, all these companies are talking about energy itself. It's not about oil and gas. They are become like an energy company. So many of the companies are already investing in different types of energy, or clean energy actually these days.
How does data help to reduce carbon emission and footprint?
Actually, in many things. So even I might say that I'm a little bit biased to data technology, but fact of life. So for example, first thing, and we've just mentioned it in a couple of points, measuring and monitoring emission. This is the first step to control any process. It needs to be measured and monitored. So data can be used to measure and monitor carbon emission from industrial processes, transportation, energy use actually. By collecting and analyzing emission data, we can identify areas where emission can be reduced or eliminated. So this is one of the main points actually. Also optimizing energy use. Also that analytics can be used to optimize energy usage in the rigs, leading to more efficient use of energy and reduced carbon emission. In addition, supply chain optimization. Using data, we can optimize supply chain, reducing transportation emission and improving energy efficiency.
Mr. Wissam, thank you so much for your insights. I do have one final question for you though. If you could spend one day at an oil rig working alongside any of the crew, what job would you choose and why?
Interesting one. I've never thought about it actually, because yes, I spend days on a rig with the crew, but I always spend the day as coming from the technology and IT side. But okay, yes, if I would imagine myself in that situation, I would be curious to try out the job of a drilling engineer. Drilling engineers are responsible for designing and implementing drilling programs to extract oil and gas from the ground. So they work closely with geologists and other engineers to analyze the geological data and plan drilling operations. So frankly, I find this role is interesting because it requires a blend of technical skills, creative problem solving, and teamwork. So I would go for this one. Maybe I'll try it next time.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Wissam. It was a pleasure having you on our show.
Thank you. Thank you.